Alright, so once again, I'm back in Theme Park Tycoon 2, and as you can see, I have done a little bit of an improvement. I've built the little housing area, I guess, for the Gravitron. I think it looks pretty good. I have added a bit more detail than I did for the other rides over there, because I've just been really trying to improve without using any game passes, but soon I will be getting game passes. I will not buy the game passes until I finish this park. Because I will make sure that this is the best no game pass park. And so, as I've done this, I've also gone up here and began work on the station for my wooden coaster, which is going to be the one that goes around the mountain and through it and all that. And I've also built a little food court area for over here. I think it looks pretty decent. And so we're just going to come up here, and this is what I have so far. I've got the queue, and I've got an 8-cart train. A single one, sadly. Oh, I can do that? I'm not going to, but... I still have 8 trains, which is pretty cool. And so, basically what we're going to be doing in this is building the station. And so I already have a pretty good idea. I'll just be taking poles, and it's already pretty high up, so I'm probably just going to raise it up 1 on each area. So like that. Then I'll take this. This is how I build the stations. I do this. Of course, the roof piece, and I just make it wooden to look like that. Then I make it brown. And once I add this first layer, I check how wide this area is. So, as you can see, it's 3 wide. That means that I'm going to have to change up how I build my stations normally. And I think what I'm going to do is keep with the regular way and just, I guess I'll show you when I do it. Because right now I'm... Stupid light orb. Very useful piece, don't get me wrong, but I mean, when you have no game passes, it always gets in the way. I have to keep this area bright. Dang. I keep grabbing the different ones. Okay, so literally what I'm going to be doing is just taking this and taking that, putting it there, taking this, and that would go there, putting it there, grabbing the one on the other side, because that would go there, and that one goes there, and then I get that. I hold shift to keep it at this height, and I just spam place it right here. And then that's the first layer of most of my stations. And so next, what we're going to do is we're going to take this shorter wooden, frame wooden. So this shorter wooden frame, I just outline it like that. And also what I've been doing, I'm not going to do it with the wooden frame, but what I've been doing is I take the, where is it? I'll take a wooden beam and I'll place them like that on all four. Then I take a pole, and I want to make sure that I keep my colors consistent. So I have the poles like this. And so bam, that's what I have for this. Oh, that's going to be a bit odd for this kind of design because it's like odd. So I'm going to do it differently, and I'm going to take this one, and I'm also going to put it there. And so what I'm going to do is have this go up as well. Just to, I'm not going to make it symmetrical because it's really weird with how I have it, but I want to keep it like how it is, kind of. So, yeah. Honestly, I might delete this because normally what I would do is I have a pole right there, and it just looks weird with that being there. But I want to keep that there because it just keeps that like odd but nice height. And so now, of course, I'm going to take the pillar and I'm going to put it there and there. And I'll take the wooden roof and I'll go along here. Then I'll go along this area here. And after doing that, I'm probably going to add something right there. So what I want to do is I want to take my pillar maybe? No, not the pillar. So once I have that, since I can't use the pillar for this, I'm going to go ahead and finish off this part of the roof. And of course, by doing that, all I need to do is grab that and do that, and then that, grab that piece, do that, then grab that piece, and do that. And then of course I take my little railing right here, and I hold shift to keep it in place. And then I'll take this roof right here for this area. And then I'm going to go to my painter. I'm going to pick appearance from item. And I want to make sure that it's painting it that wood color. Then I'll just copy this and place it like that. And the next thing I need is that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and then I'm going to paint it. But I need to pick that. I need to pick that and paint it like that. And so now that's the station complete. Mostly. Now what I want to do is I want to add a lot more detail because it's just not perfect right now. So I'll add poles right here to make it look like it's more stable, you know? And I know it looks weird from this, and that's because I mean, it really does. It's not amazing, honestly. I don't really like how big the wooden train is. So I think what I'll do is I'll take this smaller piece and just have it like that instead of having that come down right there. And then so what I can do is have this come down right there. But then that makes that look weird, and it's a really strange process. But right now, I think it looks pretty good. So now I do want to go ahead and fix how that looks. So I'm gonna take this, and I'm just gonna look through here and see if there's like a straight up piece, which it doesn't seem to be one. So now, since there's not one of those, I have a problem. Because I'm stuck. I don't know what to put there. So I want to copy my pillar, and that's not going to work. We've already looked at that. Real quick though, I do want to take my wooden beam, and I want to put it there. Adds that extra bit of uh, thickness, I guess. This pole will work. So we're just going to have it. And honestly, I'm going to pick this appearance. Am I not able to paint this? I'm not able to make this pole the way I want it to be. So I'm gonna look for I won't be able to find a plastic pole. I know that for a fact. What is a U? Maybe. Um, that's no. Um, see, this is like the most struggling part, trying to find pieces that fit this area. Metal? I don't think metal will work, but we're gonna try it. See, that's too dark. So I think I might have to use a primitive, which I'm not too good with the primitives, and I don't know like what primitive to use. This seems like the only primitive to use, but it's so thick. A lot more than I want it to be. If I could maybe move it around like, you know, with the, the Disable Collisions Game Pass, then I could definitely fix that, but it's too thick for right now, for that area, because it just doesn't fit right there. Alright, so that's what I have for the station. And so now what I want to do is going to copy these poles real quick. And I want the gable poles. And I'm just going to place these on every spot. Now this is a newer thing that I haven't done on any of my other queues, but I think that actually looks pretty good. Now if I had disable collisions, I'd do this, where it's double layered. But I don't have that. But real quick, since I do haven't completed this area, I'm gonna go ahead and place these on every single pole over here. And I did not mean to do that. How? Okay, we're 14 minutes in. I can go a little bit longer. So on every single pole, I want to place this. Because it's going to make it look cleaner. And another thing for when you're doing chain defenses, if you have to make it double layered, either use like a regular pole or this circular. I think that it looks really good with the circular pole or the round pole. I don't really know what it's called. I think it looks really good with that. So I recommend using that unless you have like disable collisions, then you could change it up as much as you want. But like if you're doing it completely free like I am, then dude, go ahead. It helps a ton to use custom poles. And also, I do recommend using custom supports, even if you don't have disable collisions. So I believe that is it for now. But what I want to do, just real quick, is show you like what I mean by custom supports, because I'm sure most people know what it means, but I'm just gonna go over to my River Rapids, because that has it has a few custom supports. Did I just see a primitive? Oh yeah, that's the custom support. Okay, so on the River Rapids over here, I built these custom supports that fits my design for all my stations. I think it really fits. What I have is this lower color of wood, and then that color of wood. So I'm not using the darker colors. I'm using that one and that one. And I think it fits really well. I do recommend using custom supports, especially if you have disabled collisions, because it just makes it look so much better. And I know that's coming from someone that just doesn't have that Game Pass, but like, trust me, it looks amazing if you use custom supports. Also for like naming stuff, you could put like this pole here, and then you could put a sign right there. Again, like, that's mine. And then for normal stuff, you can just put the sign on like rocks and stuff. But like, if you want to have it like that, then dude, go ahead. It's simple design, it's really easy, and it looks pretty good. Another quick tip, when when you're building like stations that are elevated in the air, do this. It makes it look better. It adds that extra bit of detail. And honestly, I might try something real quick. Oh, I can't do it because I don't have disabled collisions. But I feel like I'm gonna quickly try it. No, I'm not going to. I don't have enough room. Let me get that real quick though. And I'm just gonna do that. And it looks so much better. I mean, it doesn't look insanely better, but it's still an improvement, definitely. Maybe not have it there and there, just have it like right there for if you're doing this kind of design. And it just looks great. Also, border off all of your stalls, because I mean, honestly, it looks better. Because just a plain stall, I mean, dang, if you're doing that and you think it looks good, I'm sorry, but you gotta border it off. Another thing I just thought of, if I were to take this and scroll anywhere, would I be able to find a way to cover that? I could do a wooden post or a wooden beam. I think I might do a wooden post. Am I able to? I think that looks pretty good. It's just covering that extra bit of area. I didn't see a stone one like that, so it works pretty well. Let me know how you think the mountain looks so far and the station. On the next video, I should be building the coaster, which will take long. And then after I build the coaster, I'll detail around it in the next video probably. That's the plans. And then maybe I'll build a coaster down there somewhere. Maybe I'll build like a nice little river ride around. Well, that's it. Subscribe, like, um, give me ideas for coaster names. I still haven't gotten a name for the Gravitron or the Teacups ride. So please comment what you think their name should be. And yeah, that's it.